a man who endured decades behind bars before embarking on a new path as a prominent advocate for reform within the criminal justice system, now finds himself at the center of a shocking case: the brutal murder and dismemberment of a Bronx resident. Sheldon Johnson, aged 48, was taken into custody and charged with murder, manslaughter, possession of a weapon, and concealing a human corpse, as stated by the New York Police Department on Thursday. Following his arraignment, where he pleaded not guilty to all charges, Johnson was remanded into custody pending a court appearance scheduled for the following Monday. Allegedly, Johnson stands accused of fatally shooting Collin Small, 44, inside Small's Bronx residence, according to court documents. Authorities were alerted to the incident when neighbors reported hearing gunshots emanating from Small's apartment on Tuesday. Upon arrival, law enforcement officers discovered an unidentified human torso within the premises. The exact cause of death will be determined by the Office of Chief Medical Examiner, as confirmed by the NYPD. Further investigation revealed disturbing evidence linking Johnson to the crime. Surveillance footage captured him entering and leaving the victim's building while disguised and carrying a large container. Subsequently, a container matching this description was found at Small's residence, containing the torso. Additionally, upon searching Johnson's residence in Harlem, law enforcement officials discovered human remains, including an arm, legs, and head, concealed in a freezer. The head reportedly bore a gunshot wound. Johnson's recent history prior to his arrest paints a contrasting picture. After serving a lengthy prison sentence, he was released last May and became involved in advocacy work, particularly focusing on the rehabilitation of incarcerated individuals. He appeared on various platforms, including Joe Rogan's podcast, where he shared insights into his experiences within the criminal justice system.
You know, kids would say, oh, you're a mulatto, you're a half-breed, and oh, you're adopted. And for a long time, I kind of suffered as a child with an identity crisis, not really knowing where I fell at on either side, what my identity was, who I was supposed to be. And my father, I'm also a product of intergenerational incarceration. My father was incarcerated when I was young at an early age. He did about 15 years. I was incarcerated. My grandfather was incarcerated. My great-grandfather was a slave. And my son killed somebody when he was 12 years old. So that there's this cycle of incarceration based on the conditions, the social conditions, and where I come from. I grew up in New York City, Harlem, on the border.
However, Johnson's past is marked by a significant criminal record, including convictions for homicide and robbery dating back to 1999. Despite his efforts to reform and integrate back into society, the allegations against him now cast a shadow over his advocacy work. The organizations with which Johnson was affiliated declined to comment on the matter. Nevertheless, Brian Stanley, a Justice Court advocate at Avenues for Justice, emphasized the importance of separating Johnson's alleged actions from the broader cause of criminal justice reform. Stanley highlighted the inherent violence within correctional facilities and the challenges faced by individuals upon their release, underscoring the need for greater understanding and support for those transitioning back into society. Johnson's personal narrative, as shared during his public appearances, reveals a cycle of incarceration spanning generations within his family. He attributed his descent into criminality to social and economic adversities, including the absence of positive role models and early exposure to the criminal justice system. Despite his troubled past, Johnson expressed a commitment to breaking the cycle of recidivism through initiatives such as FICAR, formerly Incarcerated Citizens Against Recidivism, an organization he co-founded aimed at addressing systemic issues contributing to mass incarceration. In light of the charges against him, Johnson's story serves as a stark reminder of the complexities surrounding criminal justice reform and the challenges faced by those seeking redemption after serving time behind bars. Turn your notifications on for more videos like this and subscribe to the Topical Tidings channel. Thanks for watching.